Hello, this is Blast Bricks, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you how I paint my LEGO minifigures, and how I paint my custom LEGO minifigures. And today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm painting Commander Hero, or sorry, General Hero, of the 143rd Battalion. So basically, all that you really need for this is you're going to need a some kind of paint, some kind of acrylic paint. Any type will do, but I prefer this brand, but they didn't have this brand, so, this one kind of, I haven't tried this one out yet, but hopefully it works. So yeah, we have that. You're also going to want a nice good light. You're going to want a nice light so that way you can see everything you're doing. You're also going to need a pen or a very fine brush, but I definitely prefer a pen. Um, Also, you're going to want a cotton ball so you can stick the pin in it when you're not using it, so that way it doesn't like roll away or anything. Also, you're going to want at least 2 paper towels, just so that way you can wipe off the pin or wipe off the minifigure if you make a mistake. Also, you're going to want the platter trademark. This is just the platter I use for painting. It's just a piece of it's just a paper plate. Not really anything too serious, but still it's helpful. So basically, I'm just gonna move my slide over here. But right here, you're also going to want this plate. A plate suspended above other bricks with a little bit of, what's this, sticky tack to keep your area nice and stable. And also you're going to want a bunch of miscellaneous minifigure parts that you do not care about getting paint on, so that way you can hold it, you can hold the thing, and you can paint it more effectively. For me, I have like a Minecraft body and like a little bit of Ninjago. I think that's like a Star Wars thing. But, yeah. So, also you're going to want some kind of, like, design sheet, like what you plan on it looking like. I recommend using some form of computer, or, like if you have a school and it allows you to have a Chromebook, like, use a Google Doc and then, like, paint on it. That could work, but I would honestly most likely suggest taking a piece of paper and just drawing what a clone trooper looks like, and then just kind of drawing on what color you want it. I'm only going to be using one color, which is this navy blue, because he's part of the 143rd. So yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, I just need to shake it. You want to definitely shake your acrylic paint, or else you'll get juice or some kind of just, I don't know. But you can kind of just dribble a lot of that on there. And then pray to whatever deity you believe in that it turns out good, or the color is what you want. So basically, I like to start with the helmet or the legs, and then I do the visor last. But I think I'm going to start off with the legs today. So I just like to dab on this to get a little bit of the paint off, and this is going to be a completely uncut video because I'm lazy and don't know how to edit, so you guys can enjoy just listening to the sound of my voice. So, while I'm doing this, I might as well answer a couple of fan questions. I only actually remember one, or I guess one fan asked, I think their name is like What's the Matter, or something like that. I don't know, they're pretty good stop motion maker. You should subscribe to them 100%. But yeah, they asked me what's my favorite clone legion, and that's a very difficult question because like there's a lot of good clone legions out there. Like when it comes to mind, the 41st Elite Corps, easy, but then you also think of the 501st. Like the 501st is good, but I think they're a little bit overrated, like just a tad bit. Like they show up so much, and I'm hot take, but I don't. They're a little bit overrated. So yeah, basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking the paint and I'm just kind of layering it on here with the pen. And later, when the paint is slightly dry but still not enough dry to be like used, but still wet enough to where I can mess with it, that's when the optimal time for you to like just generally mess with it is, or like fix up any impurities. One sec, I just gotta, my hair's in my face. All right. Also, by the way, this plate is here, so that way. Also, you have to be okay with getting paint on the plate, or the plate, not the plate. This plate, not this plate. Of course, you have to get. You know what I mean. But yeah. So I don't actually have a design for this guy, but I'm kind of just, I don't know. I'm doing kind of whatever I want. Just kind of painting, layering it all on here. It's very, you can mess up very easily with it, so it's nice to have your hands on like a surface so that way it holds still. And yeah, the legs are always the most difficult to do in my opinion because you have to like hold your hands incredibly still and there's nowhere else to really grab it, like a good place to grab it from. And I've also never really painted legs all that often. I've never painted this specific part of a leg. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It'll focus. That should dry soon enough, but you know, you just want to put it down. And that looks purple. That looks purple. But then again, I'm colorblind, so, you know, who knows? I just said, you know, who knows? Okay, yeah, sorry, Clone Legions. What's my favorite Clone Legion? I, honestly, maybe like 212th? I like the 212th. There's a lot of good Clone Legions. That's the issue with this, is that there's just a lot of good ones. That's kind of the problem with Star Wars, just everything, all the Clone Legions are good. I mean, like, I guess there could be bad ones somewhere in there, but, you know, it's hard to find a Clone Legion that's just straight up bad. Most Clone Legions are, you know, good, or they all have entertaining stuff. I really like Doom, the Doom Squad. I forget what number what, like, Clone Legion they're called. I just know it's, like, Doom or something. Oh yeah, fun fact, the Doom Battalion or something or other is actually based off of Doctor Doom from Marvel, which I find very cool that someone cared enough to make like someone like Doctor Doom enough just to do that. I'm not too much of a Marvel fan. I maybe kind of passively, but other than that, I'm more so like, oh, that's cool. I accept them. They're pretty neat. But so far, what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of putting a streak up through the chest area and just kind of making it so I can have a nice little streak there. And hopefully it's somewhat centered, but if it's not completely centered, I can always just change it. Oh, focus. There you go. So yeah, currently I'm about to cross into like the 8 and 7.5 minute mark, and that's always interesting. But yeah. This does not look like navy blue. Huh, this is really weird. Okay, well, anyway, whatever happens, happens. I hope it turns out good. But, yeah. So I can kind of just add some paint around the cuffs of his arm. And hope it turns out good. Also, something great, you could just kind of turn it upside down. It's very useful. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Clone Legion. Yeah, probably Doom's Legion. I like Doom. 501st is alright. I like the 332nd. 332nd is cool. I like them. And boom. That is this. Oh wait, no, it's not. Never mind. Did I mention this video is going to be completely uncut? Oh yeah, I did totally mention that. Yeah. I'm kind of losing out of things to talk about. I feel like somebody asked me, oh yeah, how did I get into doing stop motions? Well, there's a lot of different factors, but it's mainly this YouTuber called, what's his name? Watermelon Studios and his Zeta Squad, show thing. I don't know, it's just, oh, sorry, no, not Zeta Squad, Beta Squad, what am I thinking? But basically, yeah, it's just kind of Beta Squad. What was I saying? Oh yeah, basically it's just a custom squad of clones that has, I think it's like a 6 to 9 part series. I completely forget, but yeah, it's just really good. You should check him out. I'll have him linked in the description of this video if you want to check him out. He was kind of the entire inspiration for Zeta Squad, and you know, he's just been a huge inspiration to me ever since I could learn how to do anything. And even before I started watching Clone Wars, I started watching him, so I was just really confused within the first bit, but then eventually that he kind of just introduced me to Clone Wars, and it was just one of the greatest things that ever happened to my life. So yeah, that's the body done. Now, for this little torso piece, what you're actually going to want to do is you're going to want to find just a blank head, or like some kind of head that you really don't care about. So, for example, I'm just going to use this guy to hold that still. I don't know whose head that is. but sadly, it is no longer theirs. They've been decapitated. But yeah, then you can kind of just paint this. And yes, I know this is an expensive piece, and yes, I know I'm ruining it. But you know, it's whatever. I like it. And you know, if you don't like it, dislike the video. Oh wait, you can't. That's more so just kind of a commentary on YouTube removing the dislike button. But you know, better for me. So yeah. Oh yeah, a little bit of, I'm gonna give you a little bit of lore on what's his name? Uh General. Um General what's Hero. General Hero. So let me just give you a little bit of a tidbit before I release his like full length stop motion origin story about him. So basically, he was stationed on a planet with one of his friends, Viper, or one of his brother's clone people, Viper, who he knew really, really well. And eventually, there's some kind of thing that happens. Oh my god, it's really hard to say a lot without completely giving off the entire story. This is kind of difficult. This entire thing is not scripted. I don't have a script for anything. I'm just kind of going with the flow, man. But yeah, I think this is good for the most part. So hooray, you're I'm done with this. Now, the helmet. Oh, the helmet. The helmet is the bane of my existence. I hate it with every fiber of my being. It's very annoying to make. It's very annoying to paint. It's real difficult in general. So what you want to do is you want to choose a relatively simple design for the helmet. So for me, I'm just going to have a streak going down the helmet. It's pretty difficult because, you know, I'm working with a pen here. And by the way, I'm using a pen because, you know, it's just generally very fine. Wow, that actually turned out surprisingly good my first time around. Usually that doesn't happen. And now I'm contemplating, do I have like a streak around his face? Like, you know what I mean? Like a bunch of lines around his face? Or do I leave it be? Very difficult questions here. But, you know, I'm sure I'll figure it out. I think I'm going to have like... Actually, I think the helmet is good. You know, I like the helmet with just a streak. Oh, wait, actually, no. I want a streak going all the way down. So, you know, this is always going to be annoying. This is never not going to be annoying. So, yeah. I'm sorry that I keep on getting off topic of what I was talking about. See, that's what happens. This is why you need paper towels. Look at how blotchy and terrible that looks. So what you want to do is you just want to take the paper towel, and here, let me show you how to do it. Just take the paper towel, you go right here, and you go swish. And then if you need to do it again, you just kind of go swish. And then you can use your finger to get off the rest. And bada bing, bada boom. Look, all of my problems are erased. Anyway. Yeah, but this is always annoying because you want to get a nice line, but I have very shaky hands. And for liking to paint as much as I do, it's kind of a huge net negative to have shaky hands. But bada bing, bada boom. It looks pretty good. So, you know, I'm just going to put them back down. And then we have the visor. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, that was a dumb joke. But yeah, you kind of just take the visor and you kind of just lather it all on there. You kind of just get as much as you can on here, and then you kind of just lather it all on there. Get as much as you can. By the way, choose a clone helmet that you don't need. Like, just one that you don't have. Unless you don't have many clones. In that case, why are you painting them? You should keep them for value. Resell them. You know. Make money. Get your money up, not your funny up. Sorry, that was another dumb joke. As you can tell, I'm really running out of things to say here, man. I'm just doing this because I needed a poll and I needed to paint this guy eventually. And, you know, painting is annoying. And I thought I might as well do it on camera. It's a fun process, and of course I do this for fun and for stop motions, and it's really nice. It's really nice. And then if you want to flip over the mask, don't use your fingers. Don't use them ding-dang sausage fingers. You go like that. You just use the pen, and then you got to paint the bottom. Then you can kind of just paint the entire bottom of it. Get as much as you can on the pen. Then you kind of just like do all this. Yeah, this is definitely not navy blue. Whoever works in advertising should get fired for this. Because this is just straight up false advertising. This is not navy blue. This is purple. But yeah. So I'm about to be done, and eventually I will post the finished product on my post page, and or make a YouTube video if you don't have access to the post page. In that case, I'm very sorry that you can't do that. I mean, like, I know you're missing out on a lot. I post a lot of cool stuff on there. So yeah, I think that's the helmet done, or the visor done. I actually usually go about like 2 coats of paint over the visor, but for now I'm just gonna do this, and I'm just gonna kind of leave him right here. And oh god, huh, went surprisingly well. All right, so you kind of just leave him there, clean off your pen, put it in the thing that you got, right? You put this here. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And that is it done. I will post a YouTube video showing him off, and or I will post something on my post showing him off. Anyway, hope you all have a wonderful day, and goodbye.